Hi, I'm Amy.
And I'm Peetu. And we're making a game.
We both have some experience with game jams. We both studied game programming at university. And we've done some software development outside of game projects.
So, what kind of game are we exactly doing?
Well, we're making a 2.5D platformer in vein of something that of a early 2000s, late 90s. Kinda. Where you play as a masked summoner called Piru and control his horde of loyal imps.
As our inspiration for this side-scroller platformer, we use Klonoa and Pandemonium series for their use of 3D space in level design and game mechanics,
including throwing items into the background, and the dynamic camera that allows players to explore the 3D world in ways that most 2.5D games do not allow you to. We also try to capture the feel of especially Klonoa series. We've also taken some inspiration from Pikmin for the masses of minions that are expendable, and in the same vein for Overlord, for puzzle solving and minion mastering. Our art direction is something of an 6th generation console style, maybe a bit 5th. Something around those lines. Think of a GameCube or PlayStation 2, or maybe high-end PlayStation 1 game. We are writing this story to be a simple fantasy tale about Piru. Story begins with the evil demon lord being announced to be the demon lord. And our main character is not that happy about the current situation, as he seeks to be the true demon lord. So he sets out to confront the demon lord and take his place. But on his way, he must defeat the champions of the Dark Lord, who stand in his way. I think that's all there is to that story at the moment. I think we spent enough time babbling around. Let's get to the mechanics. We've made our movement to work on splines, Bezier curve, using curvy spline. It's made to follow a certain set of paths that we can actually draw into the game. And with that, we are given more freedom on where we want the player to go. It's not just left and right, since it takes some depth into it. There are also crossings in this, like T crossings, where you can choose where you wanna go, depending on what you press, and depending on where you're coming from. But also so you could say paths. If you take a upper path, you go to different route than from the lower path. We have implemented coyote timer, jump buffering, adjustable jump height, and some other quality of life features for Piru. Also, we have some throwing in this. Well, currently it's a bit basic and it has some problems. And there were some troubles with the throwing arc indicators. But in the end we settled on a bit more simpler design. And the thrown object follows the spline at the moment, for most part. But the splines have caused a variety of problems along these coding days.
The impish minions that you are able to summon and who aid you are beings called Nakkis. On their own, Nakkis aren't very powerful, but you can command them and they follow you around. Each Nakki is generated so they have distinct features, like their tails and horns. Currently there's only one enemy type, a slime-like creature called Mösse. Mösse will just wander around, and if the player gets too close to it, it will attack. It has a pretty simple AI, but it can traverse the level if needed. The intention is to keep most of the models in this game relatively simple and low poly. But for each minion and enemy that you encounter, they will have a slight color shift, so they feel a bit more unique from each other. The main character, Piru, has gone through many design phases, and we ended up with this one, without a cape.
The current animations are simple and mostly placeholders. We'll be adjusting them and building onto them as the development goes on. But for now, we're happy with these, as neither of us is actually that artistic or has basically any training with 3D modeling. So, what's next? What's in the future? Well, we have to add some
Backdrop,
additional art,
more objects,
UI,
real level layout,
menus,
animation, main menu, bosses,
game progression,
double check,
level progression,
triple check,
collectibles,
cutscenes,
enemies,
sound effects,
damage,
music,
bug fixes. So, as you can see, there's a lot to do. If you're interested in this project or whatever we're doing here, leave a like, maybe a comment, or subscribe to us, and show that you actually watched this video to this point. At the moment, we're thinking of making one of these devlogs once a month. We'll see how well we can keep that promise, but at least we are trying at the moment. So, with this, I think our devlog is done. See you in the next one. Bye bye.
Bye.